Hi, this video is for a friend of mine. Said I would pull some cards for her before she goes on vacation. Ooh, we're getting a few here. Okay, I'm just going to pull. 3 came out, and then we're going to do, I don't know if you can see that. Then we're going to do the clarifiers. This one came out upright, and these two were upside down. So the first one we have is follow your own good advice. Trust yourself. You know what's good for you. This almost reminds me of, I don't know if you've ever heard this, but always watch a stranger pour your drink. Okay? So you see how she has a cup of tea in her hand, but you can tell maybe she probably brewed it herself. That's what I'm getting from this. That kind of follow things from beginning to end, like with guidance, like watching, making sure it's done right, making sure it's done your way. The problem is, so this card came out upside down. That means that you haven't been doing it. You've just been trusting it's just gonna go your way without any surveillance, if that makes sense. Not that you have to like stalk people doing things for you, but just kind of watch your own back, be mindful. You can't trust every single person, okay? And then we have you can't go back to yesterday. Be in the present, okay? And this was upside down as well. So she's holding a falcon, but she's hiding behind it, if you can see. That's almost like hiding behind any like regrets you've had and decisions you made, and you keep going into hindsight like, well, maybe I should have done that, maybe I should have done this, but you let it kind of consume any decisions you make in the future. Learn from your past, don't live in it. Okay, and this one was upright. This is 35, which also equates to 8. So we have 4 and 4, which is 8. And then we have 35, which is 8. So 88 is a good number. You have infinity, August as well. This says never jam today. Promises that never came to be, empty words, not living in the now. So you got cards back to back that reflect each other with the 8s saying, it's almost like energetically, spiritually, you haven't moved forward. You're very, what should I have done? What should I have done? What should I have done? But it's almost like the person that spends all the time baking and cooking and getting ready for a party, but not actually getting to enjoy the party. Not actually getting to taste all of the cupcakes that they baked. Yes, you're bringing joy to so many people, but you also have to enjoy some of the fruits of your labor as well, okay? So this is just speaking about what your past and recent energies have been. Let's see what's supposed to be coming forward for you with regards to advice. Ooh, that was quick. About what to do moving forward. Okay. Okay, so this is a message for, end of the message for that question. So look, and these are both upright. We have mortality, 42. Life is bright, brief, beautiful, and yours to live. Again, be present and treat yourself, right? Then we have 36. Shine bright like a candle. You will make it through this. So if it's something you are worried about, like, am I going to repeat past mistakes? Am I going to get stuck in this Ferris wheel of bad luck or bad karma or worry? This is saying you'll make it out of it. Just focus on now. Reward yourself. Love yourself as much as you're loving everybody else around you. Kind of like they say when you're on a plane, you have to give yourself the oxygen first. You're worth it, okay? If you have a heart of gold, you know where people put gold, okay? They put gold in a vault. They put it behind steel doors of protection because it's so valuable. Don't leave it out in the open. Don't leave yourself out in the street for anybody to just come and steal your time, energy, money, resources, whatever. So we have nature communication, flower energy, fairy energy, elemental messengers. So this whole spread right now is a really good message. This is kind of telling you guidance that's going to be coming forward to you. Then we have all must-have prizes, trying to please everyone. We were just saying that. 30, law is not justice. Rules are not that fair. So this is telling me that you've been noticing like an imbalance in how you're giving, and sometimes it feels like you're not being given back from the universe, but you are. It's just not, you need to know where to look. And I think that's what this message right here is about. That it's going to be kind of almost right under your nose, but the universe and God are going to give you messages. This is messages from a rabbit service to the animal world. This is telling you that with nature and animals, this is letting you know that there's going to be signs and messengers around you in your environment. So while you go on this vacation, albeit like a road trip, or if you're going to be around nature, you might come across an animal you've never seen before in person. And that's like the universe saying, I got you. I have your back. Everything's going to be okay. You were not forgotten, okay? So let's see if we can get a message for what to do next regarding anything, endeavors such as business, moving, life, friendships. What should she do in regards? Whoa! That was important. 2 of them. All right. This is our closing message here. We got 17, another 8, upside down. Growing up, wanting to grow and experience. Rejection of perpetual loop. Youth. Okay, because this is upside down, this is, and again, I don't know if you can see, she's hiding behind another animal. She's like hiding behind her mistakes, like, I hope nobody's watching just in case I make a mistake again, type of thing. And then we have keep your temper. Don't allow anger to rule you. Don't let bad people and bad experiences kind of negate your positive attitude. And don't let bad people ruin it for good people. Because there's times where somebody can have such an attitude and put you in like that mood, that zone of like, ugh, you didn't deserve my good customer service, or you didn't deserve me being friendly. But then there's gonna, keeping you in that zone can kind of ruin it for the next person that actually is hospitable and friendly, and then might receive the burnt end of the match. Okay. And then we have I want to be a queen, stating your sovereignty, declaring freedom, passing a test, and that's 33. Okay. So to me, that's kind of giving yourself permission to be the receiver of your gifts. I feel like you've spent a long time spreading yourself thin, but then it's almost like, okay, there's no frosting left for you. There's barely any frosting left. And that's what a selfless person does. There's something these cards all have in common. So in these two, do you see how she looks worried? Her eyes. She almost looks like she was like crying. She looked worried or scared. And she's like hiding behind the cat here. The cat is like in front of her. You could barely see half of her face. And the fact that it's covering almost covering all of her mouth that tells me that it's like you felt like your voice was silenced before, like there was always something blocking your opinion or your decisions, okay? So now it's like she's peeking around the cat, like, okay, well, maybe I matter a little bit more, okay? And she still looks a little concerned or scared. But for this one, look how tall she's standing. You can see her entire neck. Her eyes look confident, okay? And even her shoulders. She's like, okay, now I'm ruling over this. So to me, this is almost like if you have a company or something, letting it control every decision you make, not being able to do what you want to do. But now it's like you're going to be able to be the queen of it. You're going to say, this is what's going on. This is what's happening. I control the cat. And the cat looks happy in all of these pictures. So what that tells me is the cat was happy when the cat was making decisions, and the cat's going to be happy when you're making the decisions. So to me, that's like stability and success. And you're confident, like, wow, this whole time, if I was doing this myself, I still would have been fruitful. Like, I still would have been successful. So I'm just going to try and get a message from the fairy tale deck for you. Ooh, you got two. Oh, these are good ones. Okay. We got words and Red Riding Hood, rite of passage. So, rite of passage is growing from an experience, evolving like as a person, becoming, it's like ascension. It's like going from princess to queen, just like the other card we got in a different deck, okay? And then we have words, like your voice matters. Like we were just saying before, it was like somebody is going to listen to the voice of a queen more so, and the sovereignty, the power behind her sovereignty, than they will a princess, right? So I think this is all just telling me that you're elevating. Your confidence is elevating, your choices are elevating and becoming more powerful. You're getting more authority, if that makes sense. So that should give you really good hope, and I hope you're really proud of who you're becoming. Let me know if you have any more questions, and I hope you have a great trip.